Somebody can help me with the shoes?
I got you.
Thank you.
See, less glamorous part about my job. Holding bags, holding shoes, on step and repeats. Sometimes I hold the bag. Now she really likes them, so she may want to do a scene here for the show.
Take the picture for Instagram and this like whatever.
All right, we'll make sure we get one of you beforehand. It's cool though, because you would never think that like a 29-year-old male would be doing the voice of her online.
While most people go out in the evenings to unwind from work, Mike Tommasiello is on the clock. In 2014, he quit his day job to be a social media influencer for his online persona, New York Doorman, gaining exclusive access to some of the hottest events and entertainers and posting on social media about it. He now uses his influence to help other influencers, managing the social media profiles of celebrities like singer Avril Lavigne, Real Housewife Dorinda Medley, and athlete Shanti. I met up with Mike at his Manhattan apartment in the early morning when he starts his day. You went from running, your own Twitter account that kind of blew up.
Yeah.
And now you're managing other people's Twitters and Instagrams,
and
Facebooks and everything.
Yeah.
What was that transition like?
It was weird to have to learn someone's voice that wasn't my own. I work with so many different personalities and so many different brands that have such very, very niche guidelines. It's not just getting content from someone and then posting it, like anyone can just sort of do that. This is more like, how do you tell a story of someone's life and their brand in a way where their audience isn't gonna notice that it's not them? I have two phones. Between the both of them, one always has service. I don't miss a post for, oh shit, hold on 1 second. Mm-hmm. Hi.
What's happening? Anything good?
Other than getting verified on Twitter, which is the highlight of my life.
Later, we headed a few blocks over to the Office of Talent Resources, an agency bridging the gap between celebrities and brands. Mike started and runs the social media management branch of the company.
I look at data. I need to see what kind of content is over-indexing in a particular landscape. What are the trends that are happening? What are the communities that are most active and engaged? And that's how I go to my client and I'm like, this is what it should look like, because then it's much less of an argument. The point is for social media to sort of just be background music in their lives. They don't need to be focused on it all the time. They don't need to worry about the comments. They don't need to worry about the content or the posts or the whatever, because it's always important to get, obviously the brand's perspective on what you guys want it to look like, and we want to be good partners.
Do you think it was important that he had his New York Doorman experience?
100%. I think it gives him a unique understanding of how to grow something organically. And he's not a celebrity, although he is a celebrity now to an extent, but he took something from nothing and grew it. So I really think that shows my company and shows our brands what you can really do. And it's impressive. A lot of brands are very impressed by it. And they take it far more seriously from someone who's done it for himself. And it's not just words on a page, it's tangible, you can see the results.
In the afternoon, Dorinda had a product promotion appointment at Saks Fifth Avenue. So there was Mike, phone in hand, ready to go. He's been vital to her social media branding, which she hopes will lead to longevity after her time on Real Housewives.
Before I would just post it whenever I took the picture. I didn't realize that this social media was really, so incredibly important and had such an effect.
Well, bang, bring the arms down. See yourself in that bikini alone? That's it, it's yours, honey. It's yours for the taking.
It was my third year. It took me about 3 years to kind of understand my brand, my place on the show, who my audience was. One day when this all comes to a stop, because it will, I can sort of seamlessly transition or have it already in place and just keep going from there. It's always important to have a plan B, no matter where you are in your life. Women need a plan B.
So Mike has been an influencer in his own right with the New York Doorman account. Do you think that that's helped him with you to sort of understand things a bit more?
I think the difference between having an influencer or influencers as opposed to an agent is they're very personally invested because he's very plugged in. I'm engaged in it,
sure, you have
but
to
I don't sort of live it and breathe it the way that they do. That this has been such a crucial stepping stone for me, and I just feel like it's been a game changer as far as developing my brand, having my image out there, and it's actually made me more confident.
Do you think that anyone can be an influencer?
No. I think that the influencer bubble is about to burst because before it was harder to find somebody with a lot of followers and now it's not. I think that if you're smart about it, you can use your platform to open doors into a real career. I don't think that you can make a career out of being an influencer because by virtue of what it is, your influence will someday run out. Like, the people that you're influencing will no longer be influenced, and you won't be able to hit a younger market. And so I pivoted to strategy and consulting and branding work, and like I have friends who are pivoting from being mentor influencers to being stylists and photographers and consultants. That's interesting to me. Like, that's taking what you were good at and what you were passionate about and turning it into a real career and a real business, and being able to not have to worry about waking up one day and not being able to influence someone.